Hey there, Jerome Forman here, time management and productivity coach. Just here in London. I've come to an event that I'm going to be working at tomorrow, and I've come a bit early, a day early, so that I can help set up for the event tomorrow. And I'm ludicrously early. Normally it takes a couple of hours for me to get into London because of traffic and things. So I left in good time, and I've literally got here in record time. I've got a lot of time to spend, but lucky for me, I've come armed. I've got a book. It's a brilliant book called Social by Matthew D. Lieberman, and I'd heavily recommend it for anyone that's interested in social psychology and the evolution of the brain and why people are kind of wired to connect. And it also talks a little bit about kind of the herd mentality and why people tend to go with the crowd. Okay, but that's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about is something that's very, very pertinent, been very pertinent in my life up until this point, and something that I kind of have to remind myself of every single day. And it's a very simple quote, and it's basically, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. And it's just something to think about, because I think a lot of the time, a lot of people want to lose weight, maybe they want to start a new job, maybe they want to travel, maybe they're unhappy in their relationship. But if you think about it, if you're living the same life day after day, if you're going to the same job, if you're speaking to the same people, if you're watching the same things on TV, nothing is going to change. Okay, so if you feel there are gaps in your life, if you feel like you're not getting time to do the things you want to do, you have to make a change, and you have to make a change today. So the takeaway from this video is, spend 10-15 minutes every single day thinking about what it is you want to achieve, what it is you want to do. Even if you're doing the right things, you might often find there are ways of streamlining it. I'm not saying we have to be robots and all work 16 hours a day and things, but listen, every step counts. Everything we do every day has to be taking us somewhere, has to be getting us towards our goals. Because if it's not, then we're just kind of existing, we're not really living. And living is all about growing, it's all about learning, it's all about adapting, and it's all about being the best we can be. Because if we don't take responsibility, we're actually doing the whole world a very big disservice, because the more knowledge we have, the more knowledge we can pass on. The more people we meet, the more of a mark we can leave on the world. So it's all about pushing yourself to grow. And maybe that's not for everyone. Maybe you're completely happy with what you're doing and the way you're living. But I highly recommend you spend at least 10 to 15 minutes a day just really thinking about it. Because in hindsight, we may think we're happy, we may think our daily grind is sufficient. But what you don't want to do is get 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years down the line and realise you've made a lot of mistakes. Realise that you've been paralysed by fear and inaction, because you haven't done the things that you really felt you truly want to do. And you want to have as much self-confidence and as much willpower and as much drive as possible. And that's kind of born by having the bravery and the mindset and spending time just looking at what you're doing, looking at why you're doing it, thinking about your outcomes, and putting pen to paper, because it helps stimulate the right areas of the brain to lead you into action. And at the end of the day, if you don't take action, nothing happens. Okay, so that's just why I want to give you that little talk today. Thank you very much for your time. If you want to find out more, you can log into jeromeforman.com, sign up to my newsletter. I've got a blog coming out every single week and some videos, and there's also a couple of PDFs there that will help you find your life goals and structure your week and your day in a very clear model that I've set out for you guys. So thank you for your time, take care, and I'll see you in the future. Bye bye.